Hello students, today we are starting with the lesson 1 of chemistry, and the lesson 1 is matter and its composition. We have studied about matter in previous classes. We know we are surrounded with matter, and everything around us that we could feel, that we could sense, it is matter. Any substance around you, it is made up of matter. So the definition of matter comes to: matter may be defined as anything which occupies space, has mass, and can be judged by any one or more of the five physical senses. So this is matter. In your lower classes you have learned this definition of matter as matter is anything that occupies space and has mass. So the characteristics of matter is or are: it has mass, it occupies space, or you call it as volume, it can be perceived or felt by physical senses, any of the five physical senses. Now this matter, we are going to study about the three states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gas. These are the three states, common states of matter. Further states of matter you will learn in the higher classes. So coming down to the first difference or the comparison between solid, liquid and gases. Solids have definite mass. So does liquid and so does gas. They have definite mass, but the difference comes in their volume. Solid has a definite volume, liquid has a definite volume, but gases do not have a definite volume. They occupy the entire space, whatever they'll get. That is the occupying space. Okay, volume means how much space do they acquire. Like a solid, this is a pen. I know how much space it is going to acquire, and it is not going to change anytime. Liquid also same. Liquids also will not change their volume, but gases will take the entire place, and so they don't have a definite volume. Solids, they have a definite shape. Okay, definite shape, they don't change their shape frequently, means with no heat or anything extra effort made on the solid, the shape remains constant, it will not change. Liquids, they do not have a definite shape, rather they take the shape of the container or anything substance that it is any container that it is poured in. Okay, and gases, they have no shape. They will neither take they'll acquire the entire space given in the container as well. Now this is the molecular arrangement of solid, liquid and gas. We can see the molecules of solid. The molecules of solid are closely packed. Okay, they don't have much space. Now these molecules also have a force of attraction between them, that is called as intermolecular force of attraction. This keeps the molecules together, and so in solid, intermolecular space is highest. Okay, intermolecular force is the highest. Next comes the liquid. Liquid, you see the molecules are a little bit separate from each other. Here the intermolecular force of attraction is less than solid. Okay, next one is gases. Gases, the space is maximum, so they have least intermolecular force. Now coming to the intermolecular space, the force between the molecule is called as intermolecular force. The space between the molecules is called as intermolecular space. So here you see in solids the space is negligible, or we can say there is no intermolecular space. In liquids there is space, it has intermolecular space. Next one is gas. Gas has the maximum intermolecular space. Coming to the density, because there is more force, okay, so this much area carries more molecules, that is increases its density, so it is dense. So solids have high density. liquids have less density than the solid, lesser density. You see the molecules are less in number. Next one, the lowest density we can see in the gases. Next property comes is the diffusion. Now diffusion means mixing of molecules. Now if you take solids, take any two solids or two stones or anything, like you take dal and rice, can you simply mix it? Even if you mix it, it will not be completely mixed. You can still separate the dal separate and the rice separate. So that is not diffusion. Okay, so the molecules will not diffuse of solid. In liquid we can see diffusion, like you take a glass of water and you put 2 drops of ink in it. You see the ink will spread inside the water and it will be mixed completely. That is called as diffusion. We can see diffusion in gases as well. Example can be you using perfume or deodorants. When you use a perfume, if you spray in one corner of your room, it will spread all over the room. That is because of diffusion. The gas molecules diffuse very faster. Okay, so in order a solid to diffuse, we have to change it to liquid, then we can mix the solid or diffuse the solid. But in physical state, like normally, the solids will not diffuse. This was for today. In the next lecture, we'll start with the kinetic theory of molecules. Thank you.